All right, Brian, thanks so much. Well, the Wichita Falls Animal Services, they're launching an ordinance that pet owners in our area should be aware of. And here to tell us more on this is Animal Service Administrator Nikki Bacon. Thank you so much for joining us today.
You're very welcome. So this is for our citizens. A lot of people don't read ordinances when they move into a new city or if they've been living in their cities. They just assume that this is how I raise my dog, it's okay. So this month we're focusing on at-large and off-leash animals. Okay. So a lot of people don't realize that when you let your dog out in your front yard and you don't have a fenced-in front yard, and you just let the dog out to go use the restroom for a couple of seconds, that's considered at-large. And what at-large means is any animal that is running at large and not controlled by a means of an owner by a leash or a rope, or not contained within their premises.
Right.
So a fence that circles your house. So front yard, they're at large if you don't have a fence and they're just using the restroom. At large if they're running on the street. Cats are a different story. So cats are not considered at large if they are spayed, microchipped, spayed or neutered, microchipped, have their city license, and are wearing a collar. So
Gotcha.
we tend to tell people to give cats breakaway collars because they do get into a little bit of mischief,
right.
and we don't want them to hang themselves like on a fence and get caught up that way. So a cat is not at large. They're allowed to free roam as long as they comply with those sections of the city ordinances.
Gotcha.
A dog is at large if, even though they're spayed, microchipped, but if they're running up and down the street, that is considered at large. And that can become a public nuisance, a hazard. That's where we get a lot of our bites. That's where we get a lot of children around schools that have issues during the morning when buses pick them up or after school. So we encourage everyone, when you bring your dog outside of your home and you don't have a fenced-in area, make sure you do have a leash on it.
Gotcha.
Because anything could come by and get that dog's attention, and then they could run after either a child, car, bike, what have you, and that can become a danger within your neighborhoods.
It's important things to follow, and if you need any information and details on all of this, and that way you know what to do, just go to our website. We'll have all the info. Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back.